Ladies, ever wondered what kitchen secrets could keep us feeling vibrant past 60? I stumbled upon these marvels, kale, turmeric, and much more. They're like lifelong companions, quietly boosting our health one bite at a time. I'm Martha, your guide at Natural Healing Food, and if you're curious, why not stay? Share this journey with friends and family. All right, ladies, let's have a chat about a leafy green that's probably been in more health conversations than any other, kale. Now, I know what you're thinking. Here we go again with the kale talk. But trust me, there's good reason why it gets so much attention when we're discussing longevity and staying fit after the big 6-0. Remember the last time you saw a kale salad on a menu? I'm willing to bet it was paired with words like superfood and detox. Well, that's no surprise because kale is packed with nutrients that are like a high five to our bodies. When we talk about staying healthy as we age, getting enough vitamins is critical, and kale is like a little vitamin factory. It's loaded with vitamin K, which is fantastic for bone health, something I know we're all keen on as we get older. No one wants to worry about brittle bones when we can be out dancing. And then there's vitamin C, a big player in our immune system. This is a bit like your body's personal security guard. The older we get, the more we want to fortify our defenses, keeping illnesses at bay so we can enjoy our golden years to the fullest. Now, let's not forget fiber. I won't sugarcoat it. Digestion can get a little tricky as we get older. That's why fiber is our best friend. It keeps things moving along smoothly. You might say it's the silent hero of our digestive health. Ever tried a kale smoothie? It's an easy way to get that fiber in, and hey, I'd call it the breakfast of champions. Another amazing thing about kale is how versatile it is. You can toss it into soups, blend it into smoothies, or, my favorite, bake it into crispy kale chips for a snack that satisfies without the guilt. A little olive oil, a hint of salt, and voila! You've got a delicious treat that's as good for your heart as it is for your taste buds. And speaking of heart health, kale is a standout here as well. Those dark leafy greens contain things called antioxidants, which help reduce inflammation and keep our ticker in tip-top shape. We know heart disease isn't a club we want membership in, so anything that gives our heart a helping hand is a win. One of my fondest memories is cooking up a big pot of kale soup with my granddaughter. She wrinkled her nose at first, but watching her smile as we enjoyed it together was precious. It's these moments around good, healthy food that make life sweet. So, next time you're at the grocery store, maybe give that bunch of kale a second glance. Think of it not just another leafy green, but as a little helper on your journey to staying fit, strong, and happy past 60. And remember, this is just one part of our list. Many more wonders await. Let's look closer into something we might already have lurking in our pantry, lentils. These little gems have been nourishing folks for thousands of years, and there's a reason they've stuck around for so long. If you've never given these leguminous wonders a go, you might be pleasantly surprised by what they have to offer, especially when it comes to keeping you fit and energized post-60. First off, lentils are a powerhouse of plant-based protein. You know, the good stuff that keeps our muscles strong. And as we get older, maintaining muscle mass becomes more crucial than ever. Nobody likes the thought of shuffling around or struggling to lift groceries. Lentils are like mini weightlifters in that sense, offering a hefty protein punch without needing to resort to meat all the time. But protein aside, lentils are champions in the fiber department too. We've talked about fiber before and how it's the unsung hero of our digestive systems. With lentils, you're looking at a smooth ride for your digestion. Plus, who wouldn't want a non-dramatic, comfortable gut? Here's a thought. What if I told you lentils are also great for your heart? They help with that pesky cholesterol, giving it a friendly nudge in the right direction. My friend Helen once told me she had the over 60 cholesterol chat with her doctor. But after she started having lentil stew regularly, her heart checkups became far less daunting. And let's not overlook how economically savvy lentils are. In these times, finding nutritious options that don't break the bank can be a bit like finding a unicorn. Lentils are affordable, versatile, and you can cook them in a big batch. When you're short on time and patience, they can save dinner in a flash. Throw them into a quick salad, stir them into a soup, or even try a lentil curry to spice things up. The options are endless. Another little known fact, lentils are packed with iron. I don't know about you, but I often felt like I could use an energy boost in the afternoons. Adding iron-rich foods like lentils can help ward off that sluggish feeling. It's like giving your body a little pep talk. And here's a bonus thought. For those of us watching our blood sugar, lentils have a low glycemic index. They're slow to digest, which means you won't get those drastic sugar highs and lows, just steady energy throughout the day. So, if you're looking for a way to bolster your diet with something hearty, healthy, and downright satisfying, give lentils a chance. They're small but mighty, and they just might become your new best friend in the kitchen. Just wait, you're still in for more treats on this longevity list. All right, ladies, let's turn our gaze to a creamy delight that has earned its spot in salads, on toast, and even in our beauty products, the versatile avocado. Now, before you roll your eyes at yet another avocado tale, hear me out. This little green wonder is deserving of all the attention, especially when it comes to keeping us fit and fabulous after 60. Imagine slicing open an avocado. It's like opening nature's own butter box. That creamy texture is not just a treat for the taste buds, but a delight for our bodies. Avocados are packed with healthy fats, specifically monounsaturated fats. And I know when we hear fats, we sometimes get a little nervous, but these are the kind our hearts absolutely love. These fats help reduce bad cholesterol, which is music to our cardiologist ears, right? My friend Susan, who's always been on top of her heart health, swears by starting her day with an avocado on whole grain toast. I've seen her enthusiasm, and it's contagious. But it's not just about the heart. There's also an impressive amount of potassium in avocados. You know how people rave about bananas being potassium-rich? Well, avocados have them beat. Potassium is essential for managing blood pressure, so if you're keen to keep things steady, avocados could be your tasty ticket. A memorable tale I love is when I once made guacamole for a family gathering. My skeptical niece, a die-hard cheese lover, ended up guarding the guacamole bowl all evening, claiming it as her own. It just goes to show that whether spread over a slice of toast or mashed into a dip, avocados have universal appeal. And let's talk about fiber again. Avocados, much like our friend the lentil, are full of it. This is another digestive aid that will make sure we keep feeling light and energized without the post-meal sluggishness. But wait, there's more. Avocados are a good source of vitamin C, E, and K, all of which play vital roles in our body's upkeep. These vitamins are like the maintenance crew, keeping everything running smoothly, including our skin. A friend of mine swears by a weekly avocado face mask for a youthful glow, though I must say I prefer to keep mine on the plate. If you crave diversity in your meals, avocados are a culinary dream. From smoothies to salads, or even as a topping on your favorite Thursday night pizza, they fit right in almost anywhere. So if you don't have an avocado or two lounging around your kitchen, maybe next time you're out shopping, you'll pick one up. It could be the start of a delicious heart-healthy habit. Stick around, ladies, because we've got even more on our longevity journey together. All right, ladies, let's pivot to something that might already be on your spice rack but deserves a prime spot on your table: turmeric. This golden spice has a history as rich as its color, rooted deeply in cultures around the world. But beyond its culinary flair, turmeric might be just what we need to keep bouncing back even after 60. Picture this: you're brewing a warm cup of turmeric tea on a chilly evening. That earthy, slightly peppery aroma fills the air, bringing with it an ancient wisdom passed down through generations. What makes turmeric so special? The secret lies in a compound called curcumin, renowned for its anti-inflammatory properties. Think of it as nature's way of soothing those little aches and pains that sometimes tag along in our later years. Now, I remember a story about my old friend Claire. We'd chat about our creaky knees and laugh, pretending they were like old door hinges in need of oil. She started adding a sprinkle of turmeric to her morning smoothie. And a few weeks later, she swore her knees didn't complain quite as much during her daily walks. Could it have been the turmeric? Well, science certainly gives Claire's little experiment a thumbs up. It's not just about soothing aches. Turmeric has been linked to supporting brain health too. And who among us wouldn't want to give our brain a little extra love as we canvas life's beautiful chapters? The curcumin in turmeric is thought to cross the blood-brain barrier and potentially aid in keeping our memories as sharp as ever. And turmeric has something to say about digestion too. Ever enjoyed a hearty meal only to feel a tad too heavy afterward? Turmeric can lend a helping hand, assisting the bile production needed for a smooth digestive process. You might find it's just the little kickstart your gut needs after a satisfyingly big dinner. Now, let's not forget the role turmeric can play in our heart health. The good news is, curcumin also finds time to take care of our tickers. Underneath that golden hue is support for a whole range of cardiovascular functions that work silently in our favor. If you're wondering how to get more turmeric into your life, it's easier than you might think. Stir it into soups, sprinkle it over roasted vegetables, or even try making golden milk a delightful drink that feels like a cozy hug in a mug. So, next time you reach for a spice, maybe switch it up with a dash of turmeric. It's not just a burst of color, it's a sprinkle of ancient wisdom that's still crafting wellness stories today. And with our journey still ongoing, who knows what wonders await us next? Now, let's talk about tofu, that humble, often misunderstood block of goodness that's potentially packing a punch for our health after 60. Now, some might think of tofu as a plain Jane kind of food, but trust me, it's what I would call a blank canvas to a colorful meal full of goodness. Tofu is made from soybeans, which might not sound thrilling at first, but these little beans are packed with protein. As we enter our vibrant years, maintaining muscle mass becomes crucial, and tofu's lean, clean protein can be just the ticket. Remember, our muscles are still our best champions in keeping us active and sturdy despite a few more candles on the birthday cake. And let's not forget tofu's versatility. It might look all mild-mannered and unassuming, but give it some seasonings and a little pan time, and it transforms. Picture tofu cubes sizzling in a stir-fry with some colorful veggies and a splash of soy sauce. It's the kind of meal that feels like a warm hug. An old friend of mine, Mary, once dismissed tofu as that bland thing I'll never understand. A little curry later, she became a convert, cooking up tofu stir-fries her family now asks for as soon as she walks into the kitchen. But here's the kicker, ladies. Tofu is heart-friendly. It's low in total and saturated fat, which means it's a good ally in our mission of keeping that heart of ours in top shape. And who doesn't want a heart that's all set for years of love, laughter, and perhaps a little adventure? Tofu is also known for containing compounds called isoflavones. These have been shown to help in balancing hormones during menopause, which can be a bit of a roller coaster. Who wouldn't want a bit of help smoothing that ride? And if you're someone concerned about your bone health, aren't we all? The calcium in tofu can be a helping hand. It's a supportive buddy in keeping our bones strong and ready for all those grandkid-chasing afternoons. Of course, let's not forget that tofu is kind to our wallets and folks who keep a vegan or vegetarian kitchen. With tofu, we've got a cost-effective, plant-based powerhouse that's easy to prepare on a busy Let's Run Everywhere Wednesday. So whether you're tossing it into a smoothie for creaminess, slicing it onto a salad, or even baking it with some spices for a snack, tofu offers a nutritious and versatile way to keep us vibrant and engaged with life's little joys. Give it a chance, because this seemingly plain block has a whole lot to say about longevity. And speaking of longevity, let's keep moving forward. There's more to explore in our delicious journey to wellness. All right, ladies, let's wrap up our exploration with a vibrant staple that's as versatile as it is nutritious: pumpkin. Now, whether you're into carving them at Halloween or baking them into pies at Thanksgiving, pumpkins have a knack for being front and center. But beyond the festivities, they hold a wealth of health benefits, especially for those of us seasoned individuals seeking that zest for life past 60. First and foremost, can we talk about that gorgeous orange hue? You might already know this, but that bright color hints at loads of beta-carotene, which our bodies turn into vitamin A. This is fantastic news for our eyes, aiding in keeping our vision sharp enough to weave through life's colorful tapestry. Imagine reading your favorite mystery novel or watching a sunset. Wouldn't it be nice if our eyes could enjoy these pleasures for many more years? Now, I remember the last time we roasted pumpkin seeds. My granddaughter and I sprinkled them with a bit of salt, and voila, an addictive snack was born. But here's the fun part. These seeds are like little nutrient powerhouses themselves. High in magnesium, they're an easy way to boost heart health. Plus, they add a little crunch to salads, too. Yet, it's not just the seeds or the vision benefits. Pumpkins are also rich in fiber. As we've chatted about before, fiber is our dear friend because it helps with digestion and keeping our systems moving smoothly. Pumpkin's gentle touch in this department is a godsend for those days when we're feeling a bit off kilter. And if you found yourself pondering cholesterol levels more these days, pumpkins have got you covered. Their fiber content helps keep cholesterol in check, which is a relief so our hearts can keep beating strong to the rhythm of our active lives. Another lovely thing about pumpkins is that they're low in calories but make us feel full. That's right, pumpkins are our allies in managing weight without depriving ourselves of those cozy, soul-warming dishes we crave. Remember that hearty pumpkin soup? It's not only comforting, but practical, supporting a fit lifestyle with a generous bowl of nutrients. In the kitchen, pumpkins are more than just pies and purees, although those are delightful, aren't they? Imagine baking pumpkin breads, stirring pumpkin into your oatmeal, or making a nourishing curry. The possibilities are wide open, and pumpkins are ready to add delicious flair to nearly any dish. So next time you see a pumpkin, see it as more than just an autumnal decoration, but as a delightful addition to your diet. It's a vibrant path to keeping us feeling young, vital, and ready to take on whatever life brings our way. We've explored some amazing foods today, ladies, and I hope you found something inspiring to try. Let's hold on tight for the final wrap-up. Ladies, we've crunched, sipped, and stirred our way through some truly remarkable foods today. Whether it's the leafy kale, mighty lentils, creamy avocados, golden turmeric, versatile tofu, or vibrant pumpkin, each one offers a unique boost to keep us lively and thriving well past 60. Why not give a few a try and see how they make you feel? If you've enjoyed this journey, we'd love to hear your thoughts. Drop a comment below and share which food you're excited to incorporate into your meals, or maybe share your own secret tips. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and check out the description and pinned comment for special material we've curated just for you. Thank you so much for watching, and remember, this is just the beginning. For more tips and community connections, join us again soon on Natural Healing Food. Until next time,